Hi, Dave Caruana here with Blue Collar Training Network, and today on the Spec Show we're going to talk about an underride situation where we have a vehicle up underneath a bus. We're going to get into the hazards associated with it, how we're going to stop the crush and mitigate all hazards to remove and rescue the trapped occupants in the vehicle. So in this situation here, what we're going to do is, first and foremost, we have to identify, do we have a viable victim, and if not, is this a rescue or recovery situation? In a rescue situation, first and foremost, we want to make sure the vehicles are going to stop moving in all directions. By doing so, we'll make it safer for the rescuers around the vehicle. Also, we'll stop the crush of the vehicle on top of the smaller sedan to prevent any further injury or entrapment of the patient inside the vehicle. Once the crush is stopped, we're going to go ahead and go into a lift situation where we'll calculate the weight of the vehicle on top of the sedan, find the center of gravity of that, make the appropriate measures with the struts. So once we capture the crush, we're going to go ahead and do a 2-point lift from underneath on the frame rails, and we're going to use high insertion point Gold Series Paratex to stop any lateral movement of the load as we begin to lift it. In operating around any heavy vehicle like this where we're lifting it off a passenger sedan, you really want to take safety into consideration and ensure that the load is secured in all directions. We are in fact the ones making the controlled movements of the load, and we're all working in a safe area by maintaining one knee down on the ground at one time and having a way out anytime the load is moving. All right, we're using Paratech Gold Series struts for our high insertion points for our lateral movement, and then we're using 10-inch hydrofusion struts for our lifting capabilities from the frame rails. Yeah, you always want to maintain awareness when you're working around heavy objects, especially when we're starting to lift and gain separation between the two vehicles. You want to watch for pinch points, making sure your body parts are staying out from underneath the load. Safe practice would be using other pieces of cribbing material to push objects in, use long straps to capture collars on the HFS and the struts in the hot zone. For the Spec Show, I'm Dave Caruana with Blue Collar Training Network.